kind of not what I was expecting, but it's really good. Dang. Okay, right now I'm in some random hutong. I'm trying Nian Cha for the first time. When you get so lucky, there's no one beside you or beside you. Beijing was probably my favorite experience of this trip. One of the first major differences I noticed in Beijing at the airport was how tall people were. All the airport staff, and not just on the plane, were very tall and athletic and serious, and also conventionally attractive. It was a beautiful city with so much rich history, and I would love to go back. When I came to China, I only brought one suitcase, and I wasn't expecting things to get cold. So when I landed in Beijing, I realized how cold it was and that the weather is generally comparable to Toronto. So the first thing I did was I went to a mall and I bought a winter coat from Uniqlo. The malls were very overwhelming and big. I'm at a mall in Beijing and I've never seen like this many clothing stores and like this many floors. In this mall, there's a floor dedicated to foreign brands. When it's like actually flipping cold in Beijing, but Chinese people still love to fish. I met up with friends from Vancouver who treated me to dim sum at a Beijing mall. They were also the ones who helped me buy the winter coat from Uniqlo. It's the same one you see in the videos. It is a brisk morning in Beijing, China, and I'm going to the Great Wall. Changcheng. The Great Wall of China is made of sections of wall with passes, originally built for defense. The first records of states building fortifications began in 771 BCE, and then the Warring States period, 475 to 221 BCE. Most of the walls today exist from the Ming Dynasty, 1369 to 1644, as they, along with other dynasties, maintained, rebuilt, and expanded the walls, often using stone. I visited the Mo Tianyu Great Wall, which was built during the Ming Dynasty to protect the capital as well as the imperial tombs. I took the cable car up, walked all the way to the west end, and then walked almost all the way to the east end before taking the slide down. The tale of Mengjiang has become a Chinese legend about the building of the Great Wall. In one version of the story, during the Qin Dynasty, Lady Mengjiang's husband was sent to build the Great Wall without his wife's hearing. She went to see him, bringing him clothes for the winter. However, when she reached the Great Wall, her husband had already been killed in the construction, and he had been buried within the wall. Her cries were so profound that part of the Great Wall collapsed, uncovering his bones. In a further developed legend, the emperor hears of her crimes and sentences her to death. However, upon seeing her beauty, wishes to have her marry him. In one variation, before their wedding, Lady Meng climbs the terrace, curses the emperor, and leaps into the river, and drowns herself. There are many versions and interpretations of the story, with a full Wikipedia page dedicated to the legend's history and variations. But like, how do you get down the Great Wall? I'm about to slide down the Great Wall. I'm at a grocery store in Beijing and like it's supreme. It's just supreme. There's like a whole aisle dedicated to Oreos. Like a full like... Yeah. I stayed at a hostel near the Lama Temple, or Yonghe Temple. The temple was constructed during the Qing dynasty to serve as the residence of Prince Yin Zhen, who later became emperor. The bronze lions serve as guards to ward off evil spirits. The Forbidden City was built between 1406 and 1420 during the Ming Dynasty. Forbidden City made it. The Forbidden City is 180 acres with 980 surviving buildings. The major buildings face south to honor the sun, and the entire palace is built on the north-south axis. The palace itself is made of 3 sections: the defenses, wall and moat, the outer court, and the inner court. The Forbidden City in Beijing symbolizes supremacy, power, desire, and death. Emperors used the palace to hold ceremonies, conduct state affairs, and reside with their families, safe within its walls. During the Ming and Qing dynasties, the imperial palace was home to 24 different emperors. In Chinese cosmology, yellow symbolizes the sun. It means bright prospects, wisdom, and civilization. During the Qing and Ming dynasties, yellow symbolized supreme power and was only to be used by the imperial family. All the animals and mythical creatures are statuettes on the roofs, meant to serve different purposes, generally to ward off evil spirits. The dragon is a symbol of the emperor and imperial power. The phoenix is the king of all birds, similar to a peacock. It is a sign of peace, a noble animal. The phoenix can sometimes symbolize the empress. Together, dragon and phoenix can symbolize husband and wife. The lion is the king of beasts. It is brave and majestic. With a strong body, it can guarantee peace of the palace. It can bring auspicious, fortunate things.
Oh, that's it all.
During the late Qing dynasty, China was in the rule of a notable Manchu noblewoman, Empress Dowager Cixi. Empress Dowager Cixi brought in consorts to teach her painting and musical instruments. It is believed Consort Zhen invited foreigner photographers to the palace and dressed in foreign attire, like a man. Empress Dowager Cixi was not impressed by Consort Zhen and believed she abused her power by influencing Guangxu Emperor. It is believed Consort Zhen drowned in a well within the walls of the Forbidden City, possibly by Empress Dowager Cixi. Urban legend says that if you look down Zhenfei Well during the day, you will see stones and weeds. But if you look down the well at night, midnight, when the moon is above you, instead of rocks, you will find water in the well, and you will see a face, but not your face. Some speculate or try to explain why areas of the Forbidden City are closed to the public. They are said to be haunted by concubines and palace maids of former emperors who have died within these walls. It is said the Forbidden City experiences the most yin at 5 p.m. when the museum closes, which is cool, dark, passive, still energy. As I left the palace, I did experience a chill as the sun set, and viewing the palace from afar was astonishing and surreal. It was a long, chilly day. I said my goodbye to the palace and went off to get some tomato noodles from a nearby noodle shop. Alright, I just got me some Beijing street food. This is jiangbing. It's delicious. It's really good. A little sweet and like warm on a cold day. The Beijing government has been cracking down on night markets for various reasons. At the Panja Street Market,
I was gonna tell you, do you want me to draw video for you?
I've also not seen any like laundry.
Of course, we got our best pal. Yeah. Hello. In an effort to clean up the streets, reduce city congestion, and to modernize, Beijing has implemented policies to remove street vendors and night markets. I got Chairman Mao sightseeing noodles, vegetarian. It's cold, but it's so hot. Street food culture is part of Beijing's traditional lifestyle and can be nostalgic for some residents. It was really fun to explore this night market, and besides tourism, I can imagine these markets having a greater impact on the city at large. I'm going to the exact spot in Tiananmen Square that I was at when I was like, I don't know, a 2-year-old baby child. Tiananmen Square was first built in 1651 and then enlarged in 1958. The name translates to Gate of Heavenly Peace. Historically, the northern main gate to the Forbidden City.
It's just your head. If you want your body, a lot.
This gate represents the heart of Chinese political power, surrounded by institutions like the Great Hall of the People and the National Museum of China.
But do your things, do your poses. Yay!
The square is a symbol of unity and authority at the same time. The White Dagoba of Beihai Park honors a visit from Dalai Lama. It's like a really cold day in Beijing, but I still decided to get an ice cream. I can. So I've been to Beihai in China, the city, and I've been to Beihai Park in Beijing. The park signifies masterful Chinese gardening and landscaping, featuring architectural structures and Chinese aesthetic. That looks so good. Douji is fermented mung bean milk.
The Lao band said that they don't have doujiang, so this is like the afternoon version of it. Eat the ginger, right home. Drink the soup. Yeah, I think I like doujiang more.
Miancha translates to noodle tea, but it's actually a northern Chinese food made of millet flour and savory sesame paste. I finally found miancha. I'm so excited to try it. Online translations include seasoned millet mush and seasoned millet porridge. Kind of not what I was expecting, but it's really good. Dang. Today is my last visa day in China, so I'm kind of sad, but at least I got bounced. I have so much more to explore in Beijing, and I'm ready to come back.
You also don't like to do